Hey there friends, welcome back to another Kurt's Corner. Today's topic come up in one of those what if scenario books thingies that you can get from the bookstore that just encourages social interaction and thought processing skills. But the question was posed, does time heal all wounds? Does time heal all wounds? This is just an opinion and my personal experiences, but I'm going to say yes, because I am a victim of mental health as well as substance use disorder and intimate harm. I'm trying to think how to phrase stuff so I don't get dinged, but and some of those were very violent. And some of my experiences growing up, from intimate violence to losing a loved one. Time does heal all wounds. But on the flip side, for me, you don't forget it or forgive it, but you grow past it. Prime example, when we lost my grandmother, I remember, my mom's grandmother, my mom's mom. Had to clarify because we recently lost my dad's mom too. But when we lost my mom's mom, I was sad for a very long time, because there's things that I wanted to tell her that I didn't get to tell her. I literally saw her the day before. And that just goes to show you never know when your time on this planet is up, so live the best life you can. But nowadays, I've grown past it, in the sense because she would love the man I am today. She probably would have kicked my butt for some of the choices that I have made over the years and some of the experiences that I have endured, but she would still love me. She would still encourage me, and she'd be proud of who I am today. And that's kind of how I have chosen to live past that experience, is they may not be able to physically be with me no more, but I'm going to do the best I can in life for them. Now, if it's something like an intimate assault, things like that are harder to cope with. But I have done a lot of therapy, a lot of self-healing, and a lot of forgiveness. If you get anything from this video, get this right here, okay? Forgiveness is not for the other person, okay? Forgiveness is for you. And I'll explain that by, if you hold on to fear, resentment, grudges, past hurts, hang-ups, whatever it may be, if you hold on to that, you're only going to bring yourself down, and you're going to keep yourself from tomorrow's blessings. Because if we are just constantly thinking negative and feeling negative, then we're never going to see the good that happens. A lot of my success today in church and outreach and all the things that I do is because I have changed my mindset. And once you change your mindset, the doors are open, possibilities are unlimited. There are still a couple of things from like 4 or 5 years ago that live with me today. They haunt me, but I don't give them power. And if I think about them, I'm going to give them power. I just have to tell myself, hey, they happened, and I'm a different person now, and move on. It is really, really hard to do that. Believe me, I know it's hard to do that. But it is possible. You really can only hold yourself back. And whatever holds you back will keep you held back until you move past it. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do. But when you do it, it's the most freeing thing in the world. Once you finally release the burdens and the chains that have held you down and made you feel worthless and hurt and all the things, your life begins anew. Honestly, once I broke the chains of addiction and started changing my life, things have only been on an uphill. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have a job that where it's like, wee! And there's things at work that I don't like. There's things at work that I disagree with. But that's where I'm very fortunate to be a part of a team that I can take my concerns to the team and be like, hey, can we talk about this? Plus, working in mental health, everybody's always concerned with other people or your coworkers. Because here's something that I want to preach on for a minute. Burnout is a real thing, especially in mental health and recovery. But I want to elaborate on that because I recently learned this in one of my trainings. There's burnout, and then there's compassion burnout. Burnout, compassion burnout. Burnout can be you just hate the job and you are just not happy, which is not the case in my current position. I love my job. I get to help people, I get to drive, I get to do fun stuff and activities and teach lessons on helpful topics. I love my job. But compassion burnout is a very real thing. And if you don't take care of yourself and use grounding techniques, that's where I'm thankful I am part-time, because on my days off, I do these videos, I go camping, I put my feet in the grass and just feel the moment. But compassion burnout can happen from always giving, and giving some more, and not pouring back into yourself. That's why some of my friends, they'll do face masks or spend time with family. You can't give to others unless you give to yourself. And that's something that I do on the regularly, because I have such a high octane of going out, or pouring out, should I say, because I do festivals and I'm a church elder and I do all these things. I have to constantly pour back into myself in order to do that. I love what I do. I literally had a situation last week, and somebody came to me with a pretty serious hardship, and I was able to share knowledge with them. I was able to share resources with them, and I was able to really make a difference, and they actually said thank you. But this all goes back to changing your mindset and changing your thought patterns, because that is what helps you heal. It's not so much time as it is changing your mindset and your way of thinking. Thank you for watching. Bye.